Well, 10 games left to go of the season. We are still very much in the title race, but my only slight problem is form is starting to get a little bit inconsistent. Hello, welcome to Club 1, part 19 of the Global Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our National South fixtures against Dagenham and Redbridge and Eastbourne Borough. So since the last episode, our form primarily has been quite decent. Well, not decent. We've won a few games here and there, but not really any great spells apart from this easy run against Horsham, Taunton, Weymouth, where we picked up a 3-2 win, 5-0 win, and a 3-1 win. Since then, lost 3 games on the trot against Poole, Enfield, Bath. Games we probably should have been winning, then we did manage to pick up a 2-0 win against Hungerford. So this is the league table heading into the final 10 games of the season, the business end of the season. So we are in second. We've won 21 games, but we have lost 9. So technically, do we deserve to win the title? Probably no. So I think finishing the playoffs would be absolutely fantastic. I think we'll definitely finish second or third. Doubt we're going to drop below that, but you never know with the way our form has been going. We have done a little bit of transfer business. Miles Meekums has left us to join Stratford, and his replacement is Josh Papula. He is a 23-year-old left winger, can't really play left mid, so we have to change the system up a little bit to fit him in. He's a 2.5 stars current ability, 3-star potential, decent enterprise south. He comes in from a Maidenhead, as didn't actually play last season, and I presume if a player hasn't played for a couple of seasons, I think it's hard coded that they he's retiring at the end of this season. At only 23, I guess football's not for him, or he's pretty useless. He had a pretty decent debut, scoring 1 goal, but he's not starting today because he's not quite fully fit. So this is the lineup. It is Duncan in goal, a back four, McWilliams, Young, Silver, and Davin, Stitter, Watts in the midfield. Then we've got Griffith out on the right, Brown on the left. Then we've got Bates and Hamilton up front. So this is the in possession formation. It's a 4-2-4, a bit attacking from the 4-4-2. Then the out of possession will be just a bog standard 4-4-2. I think probably, depending on what league we're in next year, I think we definitely have to change up the system. Whether or not we do it, I don't know what we'll do. If we're still in the Vanderham South, I wouldn't mind probably have an experiment with the 4-2-3-1, because we haven't done that. But all we've done is a 4-4-2 or 4-4-2-4. So kind of need to get in, train up a few different formations. Don't know what, but I'm sure we'll have to change formation at some point during either this season, probably not this season, or definitely next season. Bates should have scored that. Bates hasn't been. He's not been himself recently. He hasn't scored that many goals. He's had really good chances, but just can't keep his shots down. He needs to learn to try and head it a bit lower or shoot just don't lean back when you shoot. As simple as that. If you lean forward, it's almost guaranteed to go ideally on target, but it definitely won't go flying over the top of a crossbar. Brown has got the ball now to Watts. Stitt puts the ball into the back of the net. We are 1-0 up against Dagenham and Redbridge. Barely 4 minutes on the clock, and we are already take a lead. That's what we are looking for. I am keeping a close eye. I know we've got 10 games left to go, but I am keeping a close eye on the Hornchurch results at pretty much every game, because should they slip up at some point, we will go top of the league. Obviously, only if they lose. If they draw, still a good result for us, because it does narrow the gap to just the 1 point, which would be pretty decent. But obviously we have dropped a lot of points here and there in the past couple games, so we need to get a couple wins on the trot and hope Hornchurch lose a couple games on the trot. Then by the next episode, everything should be pretty simple. But if it's a 1 point gap in the next episode, I think we should be fine, as long as we don't slip up between now and the next episode, I'll take a last day title fight. I really will, because I didn't think we'd be in this position this year. Come on, lads. The free kick to Dagenham and Redbridge. Keogh is going to whip it in. Can we get it cleared? We do. Morgan Bates, brilliantly defensive header. Dangerous not over, and Agbenone puts the ball into the back of the net defensively. Not great, because I mean Morgan. He's not a defender. Morgan Bates, very clearly a striker with that defensive header, but nobody was tracking Agbenone's run, and it was a very easy header at the back post for him. Pretty basically an open goal. One on one with a goalkeeper. Should be missing those sort of opportunities, and luckily for him, he scored it. Not great for us, but hopefully 10 minutes left to go of the first half. Stats wise, we are looking quite good. 9 shots, 5 on target. Dagenham have had 4 shots, 1 on target. Come on, Morgan, you gotta be running on to that. He is too lazy at times, Morgan Bates, but he's still a good striker. Hamilton has got the ball. Morgan Bates puts the ball into the back of the net. Our dream team strike force working brilliantly once again. They have had their quiet periods this season, but when they link up, they are absolutely dynamite, just like that. Very nice. 2-1, back in the league. Couple minutes left to go of the first half. Let's try and not blow this lead again. It's another goal right before half time. That would be absolutely lovely. Morgan Bates has somehow got the ball, but it pretty much loses the ball straight away. Not great from him. Williams now to Agbenone. Can we get the ball from him? Don't let him shoot. That's a great save from Joe Duncan. All for 5'5" of him. Absolutely superb. Come on, I'm very happy with the number of shots we've had. I think we could do with getting a third goal, possibly before Dagenham potentially get a second. I think we will definitely grab another goal, but I just don't know. I don't know when, and that's what's scaring me the most. Watts with the free kick. Come on, Bates, have the shot. Watts, somebody have a strike. Didn't sit. Weir does eventually put a shot on goal, but unfortunately it was just narrowly wide of a post, and Dagenham now have a free kick of their own. They shoot. He hit the crossbar. Griffith just about heads to clear. Hamilton does head away the danger at the moment, though it's still not over yet for us. Come on, yes, well done, lads. Very good defensive play, I must admit, very decent. Right, we are going to make a couple of changes. Hamilton is going to make way for back. I think Daniel Watts also makes way for Aston Daly, who hasn't had much game time this season. So I suspect he might be leaving us at the end of this season, depending on when his contract ends. Silver has got the ball now to Davin. Aston Daly, come on, Davin. Somebody put the ball into the box. Just somebody get the ball in there. Silver, come on, finds himself in a decent area. Oh my God, he scored. Wow. I didn't think that was going to go in, but the goalkeeper, he has gone down for a goal for Isago Silva, but I'd say the goalkeeper probably could have done a little bit better. I wasn't expecting Silva to go take on quite as many people, but yeah, it's a very lucky goal, but it's the third goal. That's all we wanted. Just a goal. Didn't care how it went in. As long as we put the ball into the back of the net, that's all that matters. And Scott has got the ball for Dagenham, runs clear. Well, pretty much skins Stitt, but McWilliams does collect the ball from him and back. That is beautifully controlled. And he's through a goal. And that is 4-1. That is probably, it's got to be the 3 points all wrapped up for Weston-Super-Mare. Don't know what Hornchurch are doing in their game. They are trailing 1-0. So at the moment, as it stands, we do move back to the top of the league with 9 games left to go on goal difference, but if we're still top of the league, that is the position that we need to be in for the rest of the season. Hopefully we don't drop any more points. It'd be a bit of a shame if we go and lose the next game and we drop back down to second, but at the moment that is a positive scoreline to have 1-0 to Maidenhead against Hornchurch, we should probably make a couple more changes. Davin is going to make way for Cliff, who has basically become our backup left back. Who's our other left back? Yima, not having much game time. Griffith is going to make way for Papula, who can play out on the right as well, but his predominant position is naturally on the left. But Michael Brown, not really tired, not having a great game, but he's staying on anyway. He can't really play left winger, which doesn't make any sense. He can play left mid, can play as a number 10, cannot play as a left winger, which it baffles my brain. It really does. Lawford has got the ball now to Johnny Ola. Can we possibly get the ball? I know a goal for Dagenham here probably isn't going to make a difference, but there is 10 minutes left to play. That is plenty of time to score 3 goals, but hopefully we should be able to grab a 5th goal and hopefully just put the game to bed. It probably is now, but just to be on the safe side, another goal would be absolutely fantastic in terms of just for our goal difference. I think. Come on, 7 minutes of additional time. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Not much has happened in the second half, but well, apart from 2 goals. Apart from that, it's been pretty quiet. Brandon back has got the ball, goes round at least 2-3 Dagenham players, but then eventually does lose the ball to Scott, who does keep on running. No one in the area for him, although some people did get in the area, now giving away a penalty. That's not great. That's not ideal at all, but Dagenham step up. I'm not sure who's taking this. Hopefully, I don't rate Duncan's chances, but see if he proves me wrong. He dived the right direction, but couldn't quite get fingertips to it. If he was a little bit taller, it might have been a different story. But 4-2, I'd take a 2-goal lead. I'd take a 2-goal win. That would be absolutely fantastic. And we do get the 3 points against Dagenham and Redbridge. What a win! That's 2 wins on the trot now. Hopefully we can try and make it 3. I don't know what Hornchurch did. Hornchurch did eventually lose, so that is very good. So we have returned back to the top of the table. That is spectacular. But hopefully, should things get to plan, if we can get a win against Eastbourne-Borough, hopefully Hornchurch lose, we have the chance to go 3 points clear. The lineup for our match against Eastbourne-Borough, it will be Duncan in goal, who is wanted by, I know he's a lone player, but he is wanted by Portsmouth, which would be quite a decent move for him. They are in League One, so he has the potential to be a League One goalkeeper. That is absolutely fantastic. Then it's a back four of McWilliams, Young, Silver, and Davin. Another player who is wanted by a good Turkish, 2 decent teams, Cambridge and Scunthorpe. I don't know when his contract ends. I might be at the end of... That's a slight problem. It's at the end of this season, so he might not. I want Davin to sign a new contract, but if those 2 teams want him, I don't think he will. But we'll come to that nearer the end of the season. Then we've got Watson sit in the midfield. Then we've got Griffith and Papula as the 2 wingers. Then we've got Strike Force of Hamilton and Bates. Come on, lads. Let's get another win on the trot to make it 3 wins in a row. That would be lovely. What would be even spectacular would be the icing on the cake would be Hornchurch to lose by a lot of goals. That would be absolutely helpful. But if we could just get the win, just get a nice big win, that would be great. I don't really want to lose this. Who do Hornchurch have? They've got Sainsbury. Where are they in the table? Are they fighting for anything? They are. Can't actually see them in the table. That is slightly alarming. They are 10th in the table, so I guess they're 2 points off. 2 points off 7th, so they are sort of fighting for a playoff spot. So hopefully Hornchurch can do an absolute masterclass and lose 2 games on the trot. Mensah has got the ball for Eastbourne. Can we just get the tackle in and stop them putting the ball into the box? Bailey did get to the ball ahead of any of our players, but thankfully his header was just wide of the post. I did go out for a goal kick, thankfully. Come on, 20 minutes into the game, not started the we haven't not the best team yet. It's actually pretty even. Both teams have had 4 or 5 shots now. We haven't had any shots on target, which is slightly alarming. With 15 minutes left to play of the first half, we've now had our first shot on target, but hopefully we can try and just create a couple more chances, ideally before the end of the first half, and hopefully, just maybe, if luck is on our side, try and take the lead in the last 5 minutes of the first half. Come on, time is running out. We've got a corner. Davin is going to whip in. We've got 20 seconds left to go. Oh my God, we've hit the post. Who was that? I think it was Leo Young who hit the post. Come on, Bates, falls to Papula. Come on, goes into the box, and we've got a penalty. How was that not a penalty? He got tripped in the box. I thought the referee was going to immediately point to the spot, but he literally just waves play on, and we don't really get anything out of that attack. Come on, second half now. Hopefully, just maybe, we had a little flurry at the end of the first half. I think we'll definitely get a goal in this second half, only if... that's not what we need. Jefferson puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 Eastbourne. That is thoroughly frustrating because they didn't really create anything dangerous in the first half. That was the only decent thing they did just in the entire game. And now Bailey is through on goal, sort of. Bailey cuts inside. Jerusalem Curry. Well done, Duncan. Let's just get the ball upfield and hopefully it goes on to one of our strikers, possibly Bates. Just jump for the ball, please. Come on, you got a gamble. Come on, well done, Hamilton. That is lovely. Griffith goes in the box. Oh my God, that just needed someone to slide on the end of that. I was hoping Bates might have got it to that, but it's unfortunate. I don't even know what Hornchurch are doing. I haven't looked at their game at all today. Mensah has got the ball. Can we just put the pressure on the goalkeeper, please? Come on, lads. Come on. This is not going to plan at all. Well done, Davin. Just get the ball upfield. Now, Sid Bates. I hope he's onside. And he's not. It has been disallowed. That is, it's unfortunate because that was a very, very good ball from Sid, but unfortunately, Bates didn't quite time his run right. But hopefully, that is a sign of things to come. Hopefully, there is an equaliser on its way, possibly, potentially. As obviously, if Eastbourne get a goal, that's probably the 3 points all wrapped up there. Ashley McWilliams plays the ball to Watts. Bates again loses the ball out to the Eastbourne defence. He's just not been at it at all today in terms of winning the balls in the air. Davin plays the ball to Papula. Come on. Watts again. Now to Silva. Come on, we need to do something with the ball when we have it. We just can't keep passing the ball round the back because we're not going to get anywhere near the goal from that. Griffith has got the ball. He's got 2 strikers in the area, but he chooses to take the shot on. That's probably the wrong idea, but I'd rather him have the shot than lose the possession. That's absolutely fine by me, but we need to start getting shots on target. We've only had 3. And we're not going to score any goals if we don't take our chances better. Papula is going to make way for get Brandon back on that left hand side. He can move in to be a inside forward, and I think we'll get Davin off for Francis Guillermo, and I think Young also makes way for Mason Hunter. Come on, 30 minutes left to play, still trailing by 1 goal to 0. Hornchurch, by the looks of it, they're actually losing. That won't be a bad point. It won't be a bad game if we don't pick up a win because Hornchurch are losing 2-0. But if we can just get an equaliser, that will put us 1 point clear. Just 1 point clear. I mean, it's still a gap, but not a very big gap. But I think we've got to go attacking. 10 minutes left to play. We've got to try and do something. We've had 15 shots, 4 on target. That is definitely not good enough. I mean, not good enough for the 3 points. Potentially good enough for a point if we can just get a goal in the 6 minutes of additional time. Come on. Can we just get a late corner, please? I don't think we are. It's frustrating, but it's one of them games. We we play well sometimes, but this game we just looked so poor throughout the whole game. We just didn't look like scoring a goal. We had a few chances, but nothing major. Sago Silva has unfortunately picked up an injury. Hopefully he's not out long term, because he has been by far our best player at the moment. Oh, I think he's out for the rest of the season. That might be a problem, but I think we can persevere with Callum Cliff at the on the left. But yeah, it's not ideal. Hopefully, form starts getting good again. Ideally, fingers crossed. I don't want to lose a game for the rest of the season. That would be the ideal scenario. But the most ideal scenario would be us just to qualify for the playoffs and try and still be in a title fight on the final day of the season, where in the next episode that should be happening against Truro and Maidstone. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Zen Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.